This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing from the pistol, Richardson. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Richardson on 3rd. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
The Colts ready for the punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. It's going to be a punt of 46 yards. And it's going to be Vikings football. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Not on the same page with his tight end. So it's 2nd down coming up.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Straight ahead they go with Jones. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Colts side of the field. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
3rd down, here's Jones. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, well, sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Less than a yard needed here on 4th. He's keeping it. He's going for it. And he will get the first as they touch him down.
You run that sneak there because you know you can rely. Trust with a capital T on the big fellas to do just enough. Get just enough push in the middle so that QB can fall forward. And as we just saw, it's really hard to stop.
1st and 10. Here's Jones. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Builds up this one off to his running back, complete. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
They're giving it to Jones on the option. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
3rd and inches, and you hate to see that run go backwards. I just take myself back to a huddle, and you know you're imploring your guys, listen, just give us a little bit of a push, and we will move the sticks. Instead, well, the defense is energized with that stop.
4th and 3, drive on the line. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Couple defenders there, and they're going to intercept it. And the Colts take over on his 5th interception of the season.
Going down the middle, as you can see, you're giving them a real chance at making that pick. Might be a case of trying to force one where he shouldn't have. And you're sure hoping as a quarterback you learn your lesson on that one.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Taylor now up the middle. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 31. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it's 3rd down. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
They'll bring out the punter here. And he doesn't put much height or distance on this one. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it's going to be their football coming up. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. He throws a bullet down the left sideline. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Colts take over on his 5th interception of the season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, you often see some mix, some high percentage pass plays on 1st and 10. You got to keep the defense honest. They're always looking for a run in that situation and a chance to stack them up for 2nd and long.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. This has been a trend, yet another interception. And the Vikings are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his 1st career interception. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again following the sack. Hits his running back. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. Jones reels it in. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline.
Awareness. Kate, you hear me and so many others talk about it a lot with quarterbacks, but it's critical for every unit on a football field. And for the defense right there, to have an awareness of knowing where the marker was and to make sure that completion wasn't going to move the chains.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage. Here's Reichard set to kick this away. He fields it from the 8. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Well, hang on there. Hang on a moment. Looks like we've got an injured player on the kick return. They're going to check on him now. A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. On first down, it's Richardson. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. He brings up second down. Back now, pressure on its way. They touch him down, but a great pickup, and it's good for a first. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Richardson now on first and 10. Forced out to his right. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
You know, sometimes, Kate, that pocket could be a lonely place. You're searching and searching for an escape valve, and there's none to be had. That time, nowhere to go, and he was lucky to get back to the line before the defense swarmed him.
Second and 10 now. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now. This one misses the tight end. So they're left facing third and long. Running back sent in motion. Looking to throw. His running back hauls it in deep right. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. From the right hash, this is going to be a 51-yarder. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half. All tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Return starts at the 3. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Now McCarthy. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Colts pick it up. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
Taylor gets it on first and 10. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
To go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Play action with Richardson. This finds Mitchell complete. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Throwing on 3rd and long. And that's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, Indy. The Colts grab the lead on their first series of the half. Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Colts break that tie and now lead by 7. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. Moore with a return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They give to Jones, right side. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Here's 2nd and 11. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate, right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with the tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Here's McCarthy to throw. Able to find Hawkinson. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Moving quickly,
Hey, don't
trying
start
to get set
I'm
again.
not playing it, bro. I'm tweaking. It's not tough.
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They've jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And they get to this one just shy of the opposing 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Any tackle for loss hurts, Kate. They hurt that much more from a defensive back. Those guys typically are better in coverage. You've got to find a way to make them miss in the backfield.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Option give to Taylor.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
From the gun, Taylor. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Brought in right side. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
And the Vikings add an extra defensive back for this third down. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Catch made by Mitchell. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. All right, we see he's a little worse for wear after delivering that throw. Gonna have to take a few moments as they come out to look at him. Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Ooh, sharp running here. He's past the 30. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. One of their biggest plays of the game, and it comes on a 4th down gamble.
Hey, forget about it. Forget first down. For a moment, they were thinking touchdown on that play. What a time to deliver a breakaway run. And that puts a ton of momentum on their side for the next snap.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Straight ahead with Taylor. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. First throw for the backup now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. So they'll have some time to prepare for 3rd and goal. We're at the end of our 3rd quarter. The Colts have it with a lead. Not a big one, though, trying to carry it through the 4th. So now, here's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Jones. Has it in close. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Now in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
That one splits the uprights. And the Colts double their lead to 14. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. Moore with a return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Escapes the pocket. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Chased out to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. Trying to force one through there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
And 10 yards to go.
McCarthy to throw it. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Pushing for the red zone. Dives for the pylon, and that's a touchdown. The Colts have likely locked up the win right there. Now we'll see them try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Colts stretch their lead to 21.
Vikings 10.
The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. Moore with a return. Good looking return here, and he's got room. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. They've got 1st down from the 31. Now a give up the middle to Jones. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
I got to really rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice that doesn't end up getting an offensive 1st down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
And he's down after getting this up to the 41. That's a short gain of 1. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Staying on the ground with Jones. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Oh no, they get him yet again. And he's gonna go. It's a pick 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Moore with a return. And look at this return. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him.
At their own 35-yard line.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings this drive. 1st and 10. Here's a give to Jones. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down.
Vikings 1st down.
Running right, this is Jones. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line.
You know you love some of my buzzwords, kid. I know you do. And this one was about willpower. He got the rock a long way from the chains and put his teammates on his back for a heck of a run and a great try at that first down.
Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
This one's to Hawkinson outright. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
A give left side to Jones. And he's brought down for a loss. It's the 2-minute warning here in Minneapolis. Vikings trying to do some window dressing. Lengthy fourth down try here. They need 6. McCarthy to throw for it. On the move, headed right. He'll get this one to Brown. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. You've got to keep moving quick here. Oh, he got way too much under that one. Too high, that's incomplete.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
2nd and 10, McCarthy has the connection to Hawkinson. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running. Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Minnesota. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know higher.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Taylor. And the Romans find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
2nd down carry for Taylor. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportunity.